Search and rescue operation is still underway at a site where a building collapsed in Ruai, here in Nairobi. The four-story building collapsed earlier today, and it is believed that the two missing persons are trapped in a room. The four-story structure along Kangundo Road houses a restaurant and a lodging and has been in existence for the last 8 years. And as Caroline B now reports, several buildings are earmarked for demolition starting this Wednesday.
Several rescue teams worked tirelessly, digging through the rubble of the collapsed building in Ruai. 2 people were said to be trapped inside the debris, but it took too long to dig through the rubble to confirm the claims. And by the time of going on air, there was no trace of any of the missing persons. One person, believed to be the caretaker of the lodging known as Mombasa Road, was rescued at around 9 a.m. and rushed to the Mama Lucy Hospital. He was treated and discharged.
Tumeambiwa huku kuna mama alikuwa anaongea na simu. Pada anaongea. Sasa hatujui kama huyo mwingine ako ama ameaka huyo kijana.
I think the building has been there for a while, but the cause of collapsing, we cannot establish by now.
The 4-story building, constructed on a road reserve, had been earmarked for demolition by city authorities. Witnesses say that a number of cracks had opened up on its walls and had shown signs of weakening. The owner of the building, which collapsed at around 7 a.m., could not be immediately traced.
So I have even known the owner of this building earlier before, and I told him that this building is a dangerous building because actually what he has done, he did not comply properly with the rules.
It is up to the residents. We combine hands and our efforts. We ensure that even if we have flash floods and it is quite flooded, our houses and our buildings will not be affected.
In a city where housing is in high demand, some unscrupulous developers often bypass regulations, constructing substandard buildings. Beginning Wednesday next week, about 3,000 substandard houses will be demolished, according to relevant authorities. The operation will start in Zimmerman.
All buildings will have to be registered, and will have to be registered this way. A building must be, you register the contractor, you register the owner, and register the professionals who have been able to, who have actually put that building. So that next week we are going to start a major operation in Nairobi, to make sure all unsafe buildings that have been identified are really demolished. And this, I'm warning all the people who are the owners of such buildings to make sure they demolish themselves. If they don't demolish themselves, we as a government are going to make sure those buildings are demolished.
The building came tumbling down barely 48 hours after a 5-story building under construction in Juja collapsed following heavy rains that have been pounding the country. Caroline B, KTN News.